the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Meanwhile, Pickett's thrown to the hands of Pickens.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Called to check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now. Down at the 31. Inside handoff now. Miller. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, it's Abanikanda. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, it's some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
No one left in the backfield as they send a man left.
Pickett lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Pickett now, 3rd and goal.
And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
No, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Willis will look to throw on first down.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
On third down, it's Willis.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings out second and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Now second and 5.
And again, it's Chubb.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for first and 10.
Cougar 19. Ready.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Alert. Go.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
the middle with Chubb. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second down, here's Willis.
His throw incomplete.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down.
79 Broncos. 18 Rebels. 18 Rebels. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Willis will look to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Back to throw, Willis.
And that is incomplete here.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
1918. Hey, check that. Check that.
Chubb. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Third and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb,
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year.
and the Browns have taken the lead.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
New York to kick off for the Browns.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and have their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Well, from the gun, here's Abanikanda.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they'll go again with Abanikanda.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I bet there's just a big sigh of relief now, having finally gotten their first down running the football. They've struggled all game long. The defense has had their number. This may help their confidence moving forward.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
To the air on first down with Pickett. He gets this one to Burks.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Pickett. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal.
The give now to Abanikanda.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Israel Abanikanda
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Steelers have regained the lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Willis.
Steps away to his left. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Back to throw, Willis. Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Now 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Willis.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This pass on target, Velus Jones with it.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
On 4th down, Michael Palardy on to punt. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. He rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't put anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Cut my team! Cut my team! 18, 5 in!
Willis looking to throw it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On the handoff, Abanikanda.
And room there to work it inside the 25.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3. Going to the right here and finding Burks.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork blend. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Pickett back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Abanikanda.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there that sets them up now 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Hit as as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
On the ground, it's Abanikanda.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Israel Abanikanda.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Michael Palardy now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 36. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk about offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40.
They'll run it with Abanikanda.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Defensively, Ogbanya Okoronkwo made the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They'll just...
And he's in! Touchdown, Steelers!
Israel Abanikanda.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. This is 2nd and 8.
65.
They go play action with Willis.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down.
Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Here's Willis on 3rd and long.
But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Let's face it, the focus is going to be, at the end of this play, on the big-time gain, right? He lined up on the left and worked his way all the way to the right before the perfect pass found him. But how about the offensive line and the protection to give him enough time to work his way all the way across the field?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
19 tight, 19 tight.
2nd down throw coming by Willis.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Michael Palardy now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Let's take it inside his own 40. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdown.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Browns are right back in this football game.
Intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Quick slant here to Smith.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now with
throw here to his running back. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Ready?
2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
Now Willis. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful? And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Traylon Burks
from 19 yards away.
And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Cougar 19.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
18 Rattler. Bronco 80. Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 19 Lion. Check. 7 Pirates.
To throw, here's Willis.
This is Smith with the ground. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time.
33 yards on the play. 1st down.
Buffalo 18. Rig alert.
To throw, here's Willis.
Buying time to his left.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They'll try to run some clock here with Miller. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 3rd down and 7.
They'll run it again with Miller. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Steelers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.